with all the final experiment and the 24-hour sun in Antarctica summer and all the things that are kind of popular in the this current debate. People leaving the flat Earth because of the 24-hour sun, thinking that that proves the globe. And there's a lot of people saying you can't prove the ground by looking at the sky. And this debate has been happening, and it's gotten more intense since they went to Antarctica. And actually, people have gone crazy and like exposing themselves of telling lies um, and like things like not admitting when they were wrong, like about a 24-hour sun. I always thought there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. I didn't know, but I looked at whatever videos I could find online, and it seems like people have filmed the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. That's not a conspiracy. That's just someone put a video on their YouTube channel, and people just said, "Oh, there's a conspiracy and they're faking it." Okay, so Jaron goes down there under the assumption that those videos were all fake and that all the testimonies of the people over the last 100 years going to Antarctica saying that there's a midnight sun in the summer, they're all lying, they're all in on it or whatever. So I don't know, Jaron, maybe you do belong on the globe. If you, that's pretty ignorant, um, in my opinion. So to get on a plane thinking you're going to watch the sunset when the rest of the world says no, it doesn't set, um, kind of makes it look like a spectacle, like almost as if they were like, "Hey, we can get Jaron to fall for this so that because he's saying that the sun sets." So probably shouldn't have said the sun sets, or yeah, when it doesn't. So um, with all that, I didn't come into flat Earth because I thought I was going to be able to prove that the Earth was actually flat. I came into flat Earth. This is my belief, so you can say whatever you want. I don't care. I believe God's showing us something, and I believe that He even told His prophets that He would be doing this, and we can read about it, which we're going to do. And it's very clear what He said, and it does seem to go along with what I've been experiencing. I've been experiencing new eyes and ears for things for like 10 years. The world is a different place than it was 10 years ago to me, and that's just how it is. There can be a 24-hour sun. It doesn't mean that the ground changes shape. Um, I found a prophecy, and let's look at it. It's a very specific one. So in Isaiah 43, actually, let's look at this here. In Isaiah 43, he's talking about something happening. Talking about people. He's talking about redeeming people. He said, let's see, I think, let's go to verse 5. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the ends of the earth. So he's going to gather up his sons and daughters, is what he's saying. He says, even every one that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him, yea, I have made him. Bring forth the blind people that have eyes and the deaf that have ears. Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? Let them bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is truth. It is true. So we're going to look at this verse. What are former things? I don't know. I had to look it up. Because that's what they're going to be declaring. That's what it says. Let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? So they're going to declare and show former things. So then a little bit later on, 5 chapters later, I was reading in Isaiah 48, and it defines what the former things are. And I'm like, wow. So verse 3, it says, I have declared the former things. I just want to point out a similarity. Look what he says. Who among them can declare and show us former things? Declare. So in the beginning, what did God declare? So verse 3, I've declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth. And I showed them, I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Let there be light, and there was light. When this is saying former things, and we're going to look at the Hebrew word too, just to make sure. But I have declared the former things from the beginning. From the beginning, like in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. What did God say? Let there be light. All of these things that were created came forth out of his mouth. He declared them with his mouth. He's the Word of God. I think it's amazing. So let's go back to Isaiah 43 and just look up this verse 9 where it says, who among them can declare this and show us former things? And then let's look at the Hebrew. Whoops, that's not what I was trying to do. Okay. All the nations let be gathered together, and let be assembled the people. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? So what are former things here? First, former, chief, primary. First, meaning beginning or origin. That's interesting. So it says, who among them can declare this and show us former things? Where are we? Look what it says. Let them bring forth their witnesses. When it says witnesses, it makes me think of all the things that I can clearly comprehend or see now that before it would just be confusion. Like confusion, like people like MC Toons say the sun can't set on a flat earth. That's confusion. That's confusion. Because he's trying to take an orthographic view and say, this angle, the sun would always be in the sky. That's not the truth, though. So I'm going to say that the creation story is the truth. And I feel like flat earth is a way to declare it. So even with a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, that's all I got. Let them bring forth their witnesses. Let's go to the next verse just for fun. Oh, then he says, you are my witnesses, declares the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, that you may know and believe me and understand that I am he. Okay. If you experienced the realization that the earth is not a globe, are you a witness? And should you be declaring it? Anyway, that's what I got. Seems like a prophecy coming to pass. Oh, let me add to that. Isaiah 40, same prophet Isaiah. Every valley shall be lifted up, and every mountain and hill made low. The uneven ground shall become level, and the rough places a plain. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. The mouth of the Lord has spoken. I love it. He said that it would become a plain. The uneven ground shall become level, and the rough places a plain. How's that go with the 24-hour sun? 24-hour sun, level, plain. I think I see what's going on. I might be witnessing something happening here. All right, you guys have a good day.